Hey y'all, it's your girl Phoenix. This is part 2, and I'm going to show you how to turn your locks, your regular locks, into bohemian body wave locks. So the first video I showed you how to add the hair to the end of the locks, and now I'm actually going to show you guys how to add the hair through the mid shaft of the locks. So I'm going to start right around that point down. As far as adding my hair, I hate having to add hair in, like wrap the hair where my hair is. It's a lot. So anyway, you're just gonna need your crochet hook, and I'm going to slip that through the lock, and I'm actually just gonna hang it to this cord the whole time I'm working. It's a great stabilizer. I don't know what you guys are going to use, but I advise you to get real industrious. So we're going to use our bulk hair. And once again, this is hair that I just got out of a wig. So nothing special. It was just a wig that I actually liked. So I'm going to get rid of all the short hairs like I did before. And I'm just holding that hair taut in one hand and getting out anything that I can. And I'm going to do that on the top portion of the hair, and then I'm going to do that for the bottom portion of the hair too. Because yeah, all that hair would have been hair that would have been in my butt crack. I don't believe in that. Y'all can act cute if you want to, but you know what it's like to pull a 24-inch strand of hair out of your butt crack. It is not fun. Okay, so now that we have that hair together, we are just going to slide that through the hook exactly like how we did for the bottom. So we're going to slide that through the hook. Hopefully you can see past my chunky hand. And then you're going to close that up. And you're going to slide the short side of the hair through your lock. So once you do that, once again, any hairs that are sticking out, you're going to want to remove those. And now what we are going to do is we are going to grab our nail glue. You can use any kind of nail glue you want to, long as it's quick drying. You just don't want to be holding on to this for 35 years waiting for it to dry. So what I'm going to do is apply a drop of glue where the hair is going through the lock on both sides. So literally on the lock and on the hair, but you want to try not to get it too far down the hair. You really just want to get it right next to the lock. So once you've done that, you can actually push that lock over to the side. I just clipped mine on that same LED light string, and bam, there you go. And you're gonna let that dry. I like that usually dry for a couple of minutes or so while I'm working on other locks. So I'm going to go ahead and add another strand of hair in. And you can add in as many strands of hair as you want to. For me, I wanted to have the bohemian look, but I also wanted them to be as low maintenance as possible. And I knew that, you know, the more hair you add in, the higher maintenance it's going to be. Like, that's all hair that you have to take care of. So I knew I wouldn't mind taking care of the ends and a few strands here and there. But I actually wound up not even adding hair to the top of the lock like I intended on, because I was like, if hair's gonna shed, it's gonna be shedding out of that area. And I really just didn't feel like being bothered with it. So this still gave me the wavy bohemian look that I wanted, without having tons of maintenance. And I can also get a super long length like I have. Wait till you see the video on these completed locks. This is hands down the longest hair that I've ever had in my whole life. I'm still getting used to it. I don't want to cut them because I put so much work into these locks. So these are just going to be my long glamorous locks. I do plan on rewearing these again, baby. So we're sliding the hair back through our open crochet hook. And you're just going to pull the shorter end of the hair through the lock like we did last time. And you want to even that out. Make sure you have, you know, enough hair hanging off of the long section. So now we have that. Once again, we're going to add 1 drop of glue where it connects to the lock. And I'm doing that on both sides. And that's just going to give me some added stability when it comes to the shedding. And we're going to go through and do this, excuse me, for all 10 of these locks. I wound up doing 30 locks with just hair at the bottom, and then 30 locks that are boho with hair, you know, all through the locks. And I think it was a great ratio. I kind of wish I did a little bit more of the boho locks, but once I mix it in, you really can't tell which ones have the hair and which ones don't. All right, so I let these sit for about 5 minutes while I did the other one. So now what I'm actually doing is just cutting off any loose hairs that I think are kind of ugly on my lock. I'm getting ready to wrap this, so it's a good time to do your maintenance on any parts that you don't like. All right, they look so pretty. So pretty, loving them. Okay, let's seal these bad boys off. So what I'm gonna do is actually just move the other locks out of the way completely. I don't want any hair getting in this lock that should not be in this lock. So we already got our hair at the bottom. We did that last video. And here's a nice section. As you can see, this is a nice little chunk of hair because, you know, the hair is always thicker at the top than at the bottom. So right now I'm just softening up that glue a little bit, making it lay down flat. So that way when I go to wrap the hair, I don't have, you know, any hair sticking out. So we're gonna grab our Marley hair. And what you're gonna do is pinch one side down. Oh, actually no, we're not doing our Marley hair. Actually going to cut off the excess, and I'm just going to leave the long hair that we're keeping. Now when you do it this way, it's a lot less pressure on your hands as far as holding everything all together in one hand. So you're going to grab your Marley hair, you're going to hold that taut just to make sure that it's going to be long enough. And you're gonna put hold one side taut against where that hair was that we cut, and then the other side we're gonna start wrapping. So you see me, I'm holding that hair flat right there, and I'm just gonna hold the Marley hair up to it and press it all tight together and start wrapping. So you'll wind up wrapping down that short section that you're using to anchor, and you're going to add some extra stability to that bulk hair that we added in. And you're going to just keep on sliding down with that. You'll see me as I'm going down. I'm checking to see where their hair is. I'm making sure that I'm not going past it. So right here, I am holding all those smaller hairs taut, and I'm just twisting it around just a little bit to keep all those hairs together. So at this point, I'm going to start wrapping back up. So I'm going to tightly wrap back up. Make sure you use plenty of pressure when you're wrapping back up because you don't want it to be bulky and you don't want the hair to slide back down. That's the best part of using like this Marley hair. It's textured, so it actually helps to hold the hair in place. So you're going to keep wrapping, la la la, and then you can twist that all together. And we're going to use our lighter to lock this all in. But right now I'm just making sure we don't have like any long hair sticking out, and the lock is around the same width. I don't know what I'm doing right now, showing y'all how to swim or something. All right, so there's the hair that we plan on keeping. There's the rest of our lock. Looks nice and neat. So we're gonna now grab our handy dandies. Oh no, I thought we was grabbing the scissors. We're grabbing the lighter. So we're gonna go ahead and put some fires up on here. And what that actually does is makes the synthetic hair condense a little bit. So it seals it in and makes it less likely to unwrap on you. So I'm just pinching it, making sure there's no sharp plastic pieces that are going to stab me at some point. All right, and that is all sealed. Yay, we did it. Excuse me, y'all. All right, so here's our other locks. So now we're gonna go ahead and just proceed to do the same exact thing with the rest of the locks. One thing I have to say, these babies flow like water. So I am definitely loving that. And yeah, guys, you might, if you need to look at the video again, feel free. I know I didn't show you multiple times on this one. Usually I do, but I lost the footage. But yeah, I will check you out and I will show you the install video next. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.